When the 10 a.m. signal hits, the global logistics network experiences sudden, total ischemia. The digital arteries freeze, and the supply chain goes dark. Systemic shock triggers a primal shift into survival mode. This mindset operates on a frequency of fear, assuming resources are finite and a rescue is never coming. This is the physiological reality of cognitive attrition. As panic signals rise, the prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for complex problem-solving, effectively dims out, leaving the brain in a reactive, high-stress loop. Cognitive attrition drives individuals to isolate. They become lone wolves, attempting to hoard rapidly depleting resources, while the world around them enters a state of total friction. Survival is a degrading state of waiting for an unavoidable ending. It offers no path forward, only a slow exhaustion of existing supplies. Navigating true chaos requires metanoia, a proactive shift in the mind's frequency that moves past reaction and into construction. Architecting a new beginning requires a mind that has already moved past the struggle for survival. The Oikos functions as a sovereign community household. It maintains systemic integrity by relying on internal protocols rather than external logistics. Look at the matrix. When fear-induced attrition isolates the individual, the network fails. The Oikos overrides this biological panic with agape, a commitment to shared resource multiplication that keeps nodes connected during external shutdowns. Circulation is the mana protocol. By moving resources through the community instead of hoarding them, the Oikos creates a constant supply of fresh provision. This continuous movement provides a buffer against systemic freezes. Even when global supply chains stop, the decentralized internal economy remains elastic. In a high-friction environment, securing finite goods is a mathematical dead end. Survival requires an economic engine that relies on sharing to maintain its flow. Traditional value disappears the moment digital ledgers and multi-trillion-dollar budgets are frozen by systemic shocks. When digital arteries run cold, human skills become intrinsic capital. This is the only currency that cannot be frozen or inflated away. The first tier of Thrival skills is the hand. These are the mechanics and agriculturalists who keep shuttle refineries running and the food supply growing. The heart constitutes the second tier. These are the healers and conflict resolvers who prevent the internal social collapse and violence bred by cognitive attrition. Finally, the head provides the tactical planning, logistics, and shortwave communications needed to navigate a digital blackout. A lone wolf survivalist eventually starves because they cannot possess every skill. A covenant community becomes highly liquid by sharing these diverse talents across the entire Oikos. When the financial system of the Citadel freezes, this decentralized network of shared skills becomes the wealthiest and most resilient economy on the board. Living in a state of proleptic peace means maintaining complete internal calm while the external world panics. You are operating from the peace of the future today. This formula shows Thrival potential rising as global friction increases. In a total collapse, the relative value of every skill and resource within the Oikos scales because the external alternatives have effectively reached zero. This stability is possible because the Oikos is anchored by these ancient protocols. This script represents a tactical manual that outlasts any modern digital ledger. Reclaiming energy, food, and defense networks restores the sovereign autonomy that was previously outsourced to the failing machine. Audit your current position. Ask one question. What can you do that the machine cannot? Release the anxiety induced by the storm. Clarity is required to focus on the mission of provision and rebuilding. Step into the coming friction as an architect, fully equipped to build the era that follows the storm.